Back now with a terrifying scene in Cancun. Gunmen pulling up to a beach on jet skis, firing into the air. Beachgoers, including tourists and families, fleeing the scene. It's part of a growing number of violent gang-related scenes playing out at one of Mexico's most popular destinations. NBC News correspondent Vaughn Hillyard has more.
Tonight, security on high alert at a popular beach in Cancun, Mexico, after police say a group of armed men on jet skis pulled up to the shore of a popular resort and began firing shots into the air.
The resort was just chaos, yelling, kids crying, obviously.
How many shots did you hear?
At least 20. My wife and kids were at the pool downstairs, which is maybe 100 yards from the beach. I woke up to gunfire.
Zane Jones was one of the Americans on the beach with his family when the gunmen opened fire. He says his family has not returned to the beach and are contemplating leaving Mexico.
My wife definitely afraid after this. Kids definitely still shaken up. They just saw the jet skis. They saw the guns.
The Secretary of Public Security for the area confirming that no injuries or deaths were reported, but it's part of a string of concerning events.
In recent days, we have seen some really worrisome events having to do with organized crime affecting tourists in Mexico, especially in beach resorts.
This incident coming on the heels of a deadly shootout in November near several luxury hotels in Cancun when a group of nearly 15 gunmen executed 2 drug dealers from a rival gang. Tourists and hotel workers ducking for cover wherever they could, some scrambling for safety in the hotel lobby. More and more incidents making many tourists think twice before booking their vacation.
Definitely a pretty strong force out here since. It's not the best way to enjoy the beach.
But for those who are regulars, it's not enough to keep them away from Mexico's sunny skies.
I'm not overly concerned by it because this is the first time ever. We've been in Cancun for 31 years, coming down for 31 years. We've never had any issues.
The state of Quintana Roo, which is home to Mexican Caribbean resort towns like Cancun and Tulum, has seen an increase in violent shootouts over the last few years as rival cartels fight for control of the area. Just 2 months ago, 2 women were killed. Tourists caught in the crossfire as a shooting broke out between 2 rival groups outside a restaurant in Tulum. And in June, 2 men on a beach in the area were shot to death and an American tourist injured. The U.S. has not restricted travel to Quintana Roo, but advises Americans to exercise increased caution due to the criminal activity and violence in the state. The U.S. State Department has already urged Americans to, quote, reconsider travel to Mexico, designating it just below its level 4 do not travel advisory.
It doesn't mean that people shouldn't visit at all. It just means that they should be careful when they do so.
Just don't take your safety for granted. Keep your eyes open.
All right, Vaughn Hillyard joins us now live on set. So, Vaughn, 2 questions. First, this is such a serious issue for Mexico. The National Guard is now patrolling the beach, you were telling me. And also that tourist you interviewed, the family affected, they actually had some good advice for people traveling over there, right?
Exactly. One, when you're going overseas, particularly in this area here, is put the phone number of the local embassy or the consulate in. And so in case you need to get out of the country or you need help, and have somebody to contact. But you just saw that video there yourself. The National Guard already had an increased presence here in these latest months here. But then after this, that one father there, Zane, outlining to us the fact that they're still out there. They had yellow tape around the beach. He said they had a week left in their trip, but he has 4 and 12-year-old sons. And he said that they're looking to cut it short.
In years past, it seemed like Cancun was sort of a buffer zone away from that narco crime traffic. It seems like things may be changing, though. All right, Vaughn, we thank you for all of that.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.